Hi everyone, happy Monday. So today is actually our very last lesson in this unit. So we are doing Unit 10, Lesson 14. It's your math task. It's a perimeter and area math task. And just to give you a heads up, this is on page 115 and 116 in your student journal. But that's what I'm going to model for you. So I'm going to be doing page 116 for you. So you're welcome to go open your book to that and do it with me. And then your actual assignment that you are going to be doing are the pages for this lesson in your homework journal, okay? So you can do the one in your book, of course, but I'm doing that one right now so that your actual one that you're doing independently is in your homework journal, okay? So before we get started, let's go to the problem of the day here. And so I've given you this shape, this complex shape. It's a compound shape because it's made out of, two figures that are together, compounds. Just like a compound word, right? Like toothbrush. So we are missing some lengths and widths. So we need to figure this out. And I know you are pros at this by now. So let's go ahead and start with this longer side. This longer side I'm going to put in orange. This is what we're missing. This is what we don't know, okay? But I know that if I take this side and I take this side, technically if I brought this side over, these lengths would be equal to each other. So if I know that this length right here is 2 inches, and this length right here is 4 inches, and I combine those together, my two parts, I will get my whole. And 2 plus 4 is 6. So x equals 6. Oh, there went my crayon. Let me go get it. Okay. Then my next part that I'm missing is down here. So I'm going to do that in purple. I'm missing a part. I know I'm missing a part because it's the smaller section of an entire length. I'm missing this. But if I look up here, I know that this whole length is 9 inches. So what can help me figure this out? Well, I'm looking at this, and if I brought this down, and added on this imaginary line, wouldn't this be the same size as this? Okay, so if this part, it tells me is 2, and the whole is 9, I can either do 2 plus something equals 9, because the something is my missing part, or I can do 9 minus 2 equals something, and that something will be my missing part. My whole is 9, my part is 2, and I don't know what this other part is, and that's what I'm looking for. So 9 minus 2 is 7, okay? So x is equal to 7. But guess what? We're not done, because now I want to find the area. And today I'm going to go ahead and choose to find the area by decomposing. So why don't I go ahead and just already keep this rectangle. So this is my first rectangle, this is my second rectangle. So my area of rectangle 1, I know that my length is 4, I know that my width is 2. So 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Rectangle 2, I know that my length is 6, and I know that my width, or actually, this would be my width is 7, okay, and my length is 6, which is equal to 42, okay? So I had to add 42 plus 8, because I need to combine these two together, and 42 plus 8 is equal to 50. So 50 square units. All right? Okay. So all I did was I decomposed. I made 2 new rectangles, and I pretended that they were their own. So 7 times 6. It's a little funky because this side's actually shorter, but that's okay. And then 4 times 2. And then I combine them by adding. Okay? So today we're going to demonstrate your understanding of perimeter and area by doing a problem that is realistic. So this is going to help with your real life understanding in this math task. So it says, directions. Read and solve. Create a model to support your thinking. So that means we're going to be doing a little drawing. You are in charge of planning a school carnival. There will be 3 main sections. One section will be for food, one section will be for games, and a third section will be for the rides. Each section is right next to another section. So when it says right next to the section, it means that it does not want any space in between the sections. It wants them to be all connected to one another, okay? So they'll be their own separate booths, but they're right up against each other. So let's look down here. And again, everyone's might look a little bit different, but this is the way that I'm gonna do it. But your answers are gonna vary. As long as your areas and perimeters are what they want, then you're fine. Okay, so I think the easiest way to go about this is to do the area first. All you have to do is count and make sure that you have 8 squares. It should be in an array, okay? But the tricky part is that you need to make sure that your perimeter is correct afterwards. So it's kind of trial and error, so guess and check. So I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I know that this is the inside of my food section, but I need to make sure that my perimeter is 12. I need to make sure these match. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to find a different way to do this. Here I did 2 rows of 4. Maybe I have to switch it. Maybe I have to do 4 rows of 2 to get a perimeter of 12, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm good on this one, okay? Because I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm good on the food. Now I'm gonna go for the game, okay? So again, it has to be an array. So I'm gonna go for 2 rows of 5, okay? Because I know that 5 plus 5 is 10. And then afterwards, I'm gonna make sure that my perimeter is 14, and they need to be connected, so I'm gonna go right next to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's an area of 10. Now let's make sure your perimeter is 14. And yes, you need to count this side because they're right next to each other, but you still need to count that wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And once again, we're correct. Okay, so I'm good with the game. Now I'm gonna go to the rides, and it says an area of 16. So I'm gonna try, I know that 4 times 4 is 16, so I'm gonna try 4 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Again, they have to be connected, so that's why I did it right here. And let's make sure that my perimeter is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh no, that's not a perimeter of 20. That's okay. So I'm gonna erase it. And now, instead of doing 4 rows of 4, can I do 2 rows of 8? Because I know that 8 plus 8 is 16. So why don't we try that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 16. And now let's see if my perimeter is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Phew, we got it. We're correct. So now I have my food, I have my game, and I have my rides. Awesome. So now it says, what is the total area you need for all 3 sections? Well, how do you find the area? You know that you can do length times width. So I'm going to go to each of my sections and I'm going to do length times width of all of them. This is kind of like decomposing, right? Because I have 3 different sections. I'm going to find the area of all 3 of them, and then I'm going to add together to find the total for all 3 sections. So I know how much space we're taking up. So for food, I have a length of 4 and a width of 2. A length of 4 and a width of 2. So 4 times 2 plus, let's see what's next. For games, I have a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a width of 2. So I'm going to do And I'm actually going to switch it because I'm noticing a pattern. I'm noticing that my fixed number, my fixed factor is 2. And remember, it doesn't really matter if you do length or width first because it's the commutative property, right? You can switch it for multiplication. So I'm going to do 2 times 4 just so the 2's consistently in front since that's not what's changing. And then I have 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now you could do it the other way if you wanted to, but I just like having my fixed factor in the front. So 2 times 4 is 8 plus 10 plus 16. And then I would add those together. I know that 16 plus 10 is 26. And then 26 plus 8 is 32. Oh, I'm sorry, 34. 34. So 16 plus 10 is 26. And 26 plus 8 is 34. Okay, so it's 34. And we will call it square units because it doesn't tell us. Now, if you wanted to double check your work, you would count the inside of all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay? Then what is the total perimeter you need for the carnival? Well, we know that perimeter means we have to count all the way around. But it gives us the perimeter for all of these. That's the nice part. It gives us the perimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add together my 3 perimeters. So I have 12, 14, and 20. I know that 4 and 2 is 6. I know that 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 plus 1 is 4. 46 units is my perimeter. Okay, and if you wanted to check, once again, you would go through and count the sides along the side of all of these. But we already did that. We already made sure that this was 12, this was 14, and this was 20. So all I have to do is add them together, okay? And that's your math task. So you're going to be doing the same concepts, but it's going to be in your homework journal, all right? All right, if you have any questions, let me know.